Hi, in this video we're going to have a practice activity, and that practice activity consists of writing an inventory of emotions created by a poem. I'd like to ask you this first. How do you feel when you remember something that made you feel happy or sad? Something happened in the past and you were happy or sad. How do you feel when you remember that? Right? Emotions are a tricky thing that make you feel some things even after they have occurred, right? So we are going to focus on that in this practice activity. Let's read the following poem. Let's read it together. An Ocean of Memories by Kimberly L. Briones. My family is the ocean around us. My father is the hurricane, knocking anything and everybody out of his path. Oops, all right. My mother is the sunshine after the storm. My father. Clearing and calming everything else. All right. My oldest brother is the sand, kicked and blown away by my dad, but warmed with care by my mom. There's a strong comparison here. My oldest sister is the breeze in the wind, cool, quiet, and there when you need her. My other two brothers are the stingrays. See those flat animals with a tail that can sting you? Dangerous, but also willing to fight anyone who comes along. And I am an old ship at the bottom of the sea, lost, abandoned, but full of memories. All right. I know that you have a lot of emotions attached to that poem because it really creates strong emotions. What I would like to ask you is something very simple first. What does the author compare her father to? A hurricane. Literal. All right. How does the author describe the ship at the bottom of the sea? Lost, abandoned, and full of memories, right? Because that is the author. All right. I would just like to go over a list of emotions that poems can evoke, and with those emotions we are going to create an inventory of emotions. Let me first name some emotions, that only a few examples of emotions that can be created when we read a poem. The emotion of acceptance, for example, admiration, fear, anger, compassion, disappointment, frustration, gratitude, guilt. Yeah, when you feel responsible for something, you feel guilt. Happiness, hate, joy, when you're extremely happy. Loneliness, when you feel lonely, when nobody else is around you. Love, nostalgia, when you remember some things that happened in the past with certain sadness. And sadness, he was there. That's why it made me trick. All right. So those are some emotions that we may feel. And with those emotions, if I didn't review one that you didn't understand, please look it up. The idea is that we create, listen to the instructions, create an inventory of 2 emotions that the poem makes you feel using at least 3 of the following elements. So I have some kind of outline, we would say an outline that you could use for your emotions, for your inventory of emotions, and you can use just at least 3, but it could be more than these, okay? So you think of an emotion and what it makes you feel, etc. Let me walk you through this outline for your inventory of emotions, and then you can just choose as many as you like of this, and you choose 2 emotions to describe them. For example, you choose love. And let me just go with that, love. This verse in the poem makes me feel love. All right? And then you name what verse in the poem makes you feel love. And then you search into your soul, your heart, to answer this question. It reminds me of, and then you remember what you completed. Love is, you provide a definition for love. I feel love when these people or these things or animals deserve love. And then types of love, different types of love. And then if that is the case, people, things, and animals that I love. And finally, love is demonstrated when, all right, there are some things that you might not be able to define here, and that is okay. At least 3 of these elements that I'm suggesting here you can use, but if you want to use more than that, that is fine. So the assignment is for you to choose 2 emotions and complete this outline based on what that poem or that emotion makes you feel or you remember about the emotion. All right? So I'm going to ask you to please pause my video, complete the activity, and in a moment I will show you some sample answer that a student wrote. All right? Pause my video, complete the activity, please. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much for having paused my video and having completed the activity. And let me show you the inventory of emotions that a student wrote. All right? It says she chose 2 emotions. This verse in the poem makes me feel joy. So the emotion is joy. My oldest sister is the breeze in the wind, cool, quiet, and there when you need her. All right. This verse provoked the emotion of joy. It reminds me of the times when my older sister helps me through life. Yes? Joy is a constant state of happiness. That is a definition. I feel joy when I can appreciate life's beauty. That should be enough for the inventory, but the student chose to give you more details. Types of joy. There are 3 types of joy: pleasure, passion, and purpose. Okay? And people I feel joy with: my family and friends. All right? And we have another emotion, inventory of emotions. This verse in the poem makes me feel admiration. So admiration is the other emotion. My mother is the sunshine after the storm. My father. I like that. Clearing and calming everything else. It reminds me of my own mother, who is the calm one at home. All right? Admiration is respecting and looking up to someone. Okay? I feel admiration when people do good deeds. All right? These people deserve admiration. Those who love and help others. People I admire: my parents and older siblings. Siblings are my brothers and sisters. Admiration is demonstrated when I express my gratitude and respect to the person. Nice. So that is one simple way of creating an inventory of emotions, and I hope that this example helped you. We are going to pause my video now so that you can listen to the pronunciation of this response, and as usual, repeat after the native speaker so that you can practice your pronunciation. I'm pausing my video now. Listen and practice, please.
Inventory of emotions. This verse in the poem makes me feel joy. My oldest sister is the breeze in the wind, cool, quiet, and there when you need her. It reminds me of the times when my older sister helps me through life. Joy is a constant state of happiness. I feel joy when I can appreciate life's beauty. Types of joy. There are 3 types of joy: pleasure, passion, and purpose. People I feel joy with: my family and friends. Inventory of emotions. This verse in the poem makes me feel admiration. My mother is the sunshine after the storm. my father, clearing and calming everything else. It reminds me of my own mother, who is the calm one at home. Admiration is respecting and looking up to someone. I feel admiration when people do good deeds. These people deserve admiration, those who love and help others. People I admire, my parents and older siblings. Admiration is demonstrated when I express my gratitude and respect to the person.
All right. Thank you very much for having practiced your pronunciation, and I hope that you can complete your inventory of emotions with more verses that inspire that emotion in your life. Or even if you don't have a verse that inspires that, you can go through all that list of emotions and get to know yourself better with this exercise. All right? Thank you very much for having completed the activity, for all your hard work, and I will see you in the next video.